Hello, fellow fragrance lovers, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm here with a winter perfume haul. I know it's been a little while since I did any kind of haul. If you're following me, you know it's been a crazy few months. I moved, having all kinds of big life changes, and it's been very, very hectic. Work, all of that good stuff. But I'm trying to get back to filming regularly and bringing you some fun content. So we're going to start off with this wonderful perfume haul with some heavy hitters, which of course are my favorite thing. That's what being Limelight Lass is all about. I love the strong fragrances that get you noticed. So if that's your vibe, if you like that sort of thing, stick around. And of course, if you're new here, welcome. I am Limelight Lass, and my channel is primarily about fragrances. Sometimes I veer off into other territory, but mostly fragrances. I am a lover of fragrances, especially fragrances that make you stand out and get you noticed. So that's what I'm bringing you today. You may have heard of some of these, maybe you haven't. I think I have a couple that are a little like, you know, more under the radar, whatever you call it, hidden gems. I love bringing you hidden gems, you know that. So, but anyway, I would love for you to subscribe. And to those of you who are already subscribed, thank you so much. And I really appreciate all of your comments and support and all that. So, but let's get right to this haul of winter fragrances. I was really good for a while. I was not really buying many fragrances, but winter fragrances are my favorite. Now, I don't like to categorize just, you know, by seasons. And I think, you know, I wear heavy hitter fragrances, some of these very fragrances, in warmer weather as well, but I feel like it's more socially acceptable to wear the heavy hitter fragrances like this in the winter. So this is kind of like my time to shine as far as fragrances go. So I have notes, I'm all prepared. So let's just get right into it, shall we? Okay. So the first fragrance I have is, and I'm excited to talk about some of these too, because some of them I did get a little bit ago, you know, before winter, and I didn't get a chance to like tell you about them. So this first one, love the box, is Rag & Bone Amber. And oh my gosh, I love this fragrance. It smells so good. This was in my Scentbird. I had no idea about Rag & Bone fragrances at all because Rag & Bone is a clothing company. But, oh my gosh. Yeah, I got this in my Scentbird and I needed to have a full bottle. I love the little magnetic thing. Yeah, I got the full size of it. I had to. And this is a goodie, people. If you like, you know, heavy hitter. Oh, wait, no, I did feature it, right, in the obscure. Now I'm just remembering. I think I featured it in the, like, the obscure winter fragrances. Yes, that's what it was. But I think I just had the small Scentbird size at that point. But I did get I went ahead and got the big guy. So this one is, top notes of rum, saffron, and bergamot. Mid notes of cognac, plum, and agarwood or oud. Base notes are liquid amber, vanilla, and tobacco. I just absolutely love this. If you love warm, ambery fragrances and ones that are similar to Grand Soir, which is my favorite MFK, Maison Francis Kurkdjian fragrance. This is very much in the same vein, but it is way up there for me. So if you like those really deep, resinous, ambery fragrances that are spicy, check out Rag & Bone Amber. This is a wonderful hidden gem. Love, love, love. Okay, the next fragrance I have here is now my most expensive fragrance. It's pretty expensive. But I've been through an ordeal and I thought that I deserved it. So this is Chelsea Nights by A Bond Number 9. And I was in Neiman Marcus a little while ago and they had it out and I was talking to the fragrance people there and I smelled it and I sprayed it on myself and I was smelling myself all day. but I thought it through very carefully because it is over $400, but it's really, really good. Now it is a, you know, it's the 3.4 ounce. I just love it so much. But if this came out pretty recently, so Chelsea Nights by number 9 has top notes of cacao, saffron, and hazelnut. Mid notes are rose, turmeric, and sesame. Base notes are vanilla, suede, amber, patchouli, agarwood or oud, myrrh, which is my favorite fragrance note, and tonka bean. So this is, you know, very, to me, it's very Middle Eastern. Some people think it's kind of on the gourmand side. I mean, it has gourmand notes, but it's not overly sweet to me. It is definitely unisex, I would say. But this thing is a banger. It lasts a really long time. It's really good quality. And it's just one of those really nice, spicy, slightly sweet, oudy, delicious fragrances. And I'm absolutely in love with it. So, but I would say that if you do not like a Middle Eastern type of profile, you might not like this. But I love it. I think it's fabulous. So that is Chelsea Nights by Bond number 9. That one hurt the wallet a little bit. But you know what? It's like my only fragrance in that price range. So it's okay. All right. Did I feature? Oh, yes. I did a video on the new Kayali Vanilla Royale Sugared Patchouli, and I just had the small size of it. I think it's over here. Yeah, this little guy. And I liked it so much that during the Sephora sale, when you got, I'm Rouge, so I guess I got 20% off, I got the big guy. So if you didn't see that video of mine, I mean, you can watch it if you want a very, you know, extensive review of this, but I got the big one because I really liked it, and I know this is very polarizing and there's a lot of hate, but I like this one. I'm sorry. I apologize, but I like the Vanilla Royale Sugared Patchouli 44, or 64, sorry, 64. And to me, it agrees with me. Now, I could see where maybe people wouldn't. But if you watch the video that I dedicated to that, I was talking about the fact that a lot of people were saying it has nothing to do with Vanilla 28 and it's not a spin-off at all in their eyes because it was intended to be related to Vanilla 28, right? Which I love. I do smell it in there. I do smell the DNA. So, I don't know. But here are the notes for this one. Top notes are rum, vanilla orchid, and jasmine. Mid notes are vanilla. Spicy notes, creme brulee, leather, tonka bean, and rose. And base notes are patchouli, brown sugar, agarwood or oud, sugar, amber, and musk. So way more notes on Fragrantica than, you know, are listed on the back of the package here. But I definitely pick up on a lot of those, and to me, you know, it does have a vanilla touch to it, but it's not too sweet. It is, again, very Middle Eastern in feel, and I really like it. I know people are saying things like it, you know, smells like bug spray or smells like lighter, you know, all kinds of things are floating around. And I'm not saying like those people are wrong. I said this in the video that I did just about that fragrance, but I'm not saying those people are wrong. That might be what their nose is picking up, but to me, I'm not picking it up at all. Now, it is in Sephora, so if you get a chance to smell it and you like the more of a spicy vanilla fragrance with, you know, a little bit of that oud vibe going on, you know, you might like it. So check it out. So that is the Vanilla Royale Sugared Patchouli 64. Okay, next I do have a little one here, one little one, and this is the Nest New York Madagascar Vanilla Perfume Oil. I was intrigued. Bethany Frankel was talking about this, so I got this also during the Sephora sale, and I like it. It's again, yeah, it's good. It's like a different vanilla. To me, it's not super gourmand or anything, but let me tell you the notes. It's pretty simple. It's just top note of vanilla bean, mid note vanilla orchid, and base note is coconut. So, I mean, I put this in, this is really year round because of the coconut. You could obviously wear it in the summertime, But I'm liking this as a bedtime fragrance for winter. I feel like it's just like sweet and cozy, but not too overwhelming. This isn't going to like project like crazy or anything. It might be nice to just like mix into other perfumes, you know, give it a little vanilla, but it almost has like a little bit of a freshness to it. So it's not like a cupcake vanilla. It's like a very airy, coconutty vanilla. And I really like it. So very simple, but yeah, it's good. So I'm glad that I listened to Bethany's recommendation for this. It's a good one. Okay, the next one I have here is another one that I did a video on recently because it's new. So if you want to check that out, feel free. It's should be the video right before this one. But that is the new Black Opium Le Parfum. Now, Black Opium is another really polarizing scent. People hate on it because it's popular or whatever. I am, you know, I wouldn't say like a huge fan, but I do like the original Black Opium, but I think I got a little bit influenced by some of the hate, you know, that's been floating around in the fragrance community. I do like the illicit green version of it with that fig note, so I do have a bottle of that, or no, I have the travel size of that. So I don't know. So this, and I have the, what do I have? I do have a full bottle of one of them. Is it the Extreme? I don't, they have so many darn flankers. I don't even know. But this one is my favorite, hands down. I've been playing with it a little more since I did that video. And it's just a much more vanilla take. Are you sensing a theme here? There's a lot of vanilla going on in this winter perfume haul. But I really like this one. I love the bottle. And let me tell you all about it. So the top notes are pear, cinnamon, and green mandarin. Mid notes are solar notes, orange blossom, and jasmine sambac. And base notes are Madagascar vanilla, bourbon vanilla, vanilla absolute, patchouli, coffee, and vanilla accord. So I don't know if I get all that, to be quite honest, but it is a beautiful, you know, blend of vanillas that, again, I don't think is too sweet at all, not too gourmand. The other notes even everything out, and I think it's a really great one for when you're wearing sweaters and you want to be cozy. Not crazy projecting or anything. Longevity is fair, you know, I'd say like 6-7 hour mark. But I'm really enjoying it. So that is the Black Opium Le Parfum. Watch the full video if you want to know like all, you know, all the deets. Okay, the next one I did not buy myself. It's something that I have wanted for about 2 years since it came out. I did not buy it for myself. I couldn't bring myself to, well, I couldn't afford to buy it for a little while. But luckily my man got it for me for Christmas. So I'm very excited, and that is Le Lion de Chanel. You know, I'm in the Philly suburbs and we say like lion, but we'll be all fancy for the sake of this video. Le Lion de Chanel. There it is. And I am so happy that I have this in my collection. It's so up my alley. It is so my style. Of course, I am a Leo, so that's just one reason why I love this. I love anything related to Leos or lions. And of course, Gabrielle Chanel was a Leo. But this is a unisex, heavy hitter, strong AF perfume, and I am here for it. So this one, of course, is only available like either through the Chanel website or in the Chanel boutiques. You can't, which is annoying. Like, to me, that's annoying because I want to just be able to go to like Neiman Marcus or whatever and get it there. It's not there. But let me tell you all about Le Lion de Chanel. The top notes are bergamot and lemon. Mid notes are labdanum and amber. Base notes are Madagascar vanilla, patchouli, sandalwood, and musk. This is, to me, another, you know, very like ambery, resinous fragrance. Oh my gosh, it's so good. I don't get tons of, like, there is a little bit of bergamot, and lemon in the top, but it's not super citrusy or anything. It really comes down to that, I don't know, I get a lot of the labdanum and amber, and I don't know, there's something like nostalgic about it. There's something like that smells old, but in a good way, like an old library or like old, I don't know. And it's also a little bit animalic. Yeah, now this is not a safe blind buy whatsoever, and you have to like sort of, you know, more unisex kind of fragrances and really like dark ambery fragrances, but this one, perfection. Love it. So that is Le Lion de Chanel. Oh boy. Okay. Next, now this is kind of like, I was on the fence about including this because this is pretty much my signature fragrance, has been for years and years and years, but it's also a great winter fragrance, and I got a new bottle of it. So that is, sticking with Chanel here, Coco, the original Coco Eau de Parfum. I got a new bottle because my old bottle, it fell and the little atomizer thingy dingy broke off, and like I keep trying to put it back on and it doesn't. Where is it? It's around here somewhere. I don't know. But and I also was really curious to see how the formula has changed, because my old bottle, I want to say, is from like 2010, 2011, and I will say I spot a difference. I'm detecting some differences. It still smells wonderful, but it's definitely like weaker, but in like, and not as sharp in the beginning. I'll get into that, but original Coco, like the bottle is beautiful. It's still a banger. I mean, it's just not as much of a banger with the new formula, but here we go. Let me tell you all about the notes. So the top notes are Bulgarian rose, coriander, peach, jasmine, and mandarin orange. Mid notes are cloves, rose, orange blossom, mimosa, and clover. Base notes are amber, sandalwood, tonka bean, civet, aquaponics, vanilla, and labdanum. So this one, I've talked about this a lot on my channel. So usually with Coco, when you, and I know this was my experience when I first sprayed it, the very first time I smelled it a long time ago, decades ago, came out in 1984. You know, you get that spray, and that initial spray is like a little bit, you know, it's a little off-putting. Same as with Shalimar, and I'm going to get into Shalimar in a moment, little spoiler alert, but that same thing where you spray it and the first like 15 minutes or so, you're kind of like, ugh. But then like magic happens and it blends in with your skin chemistry and it softens and it transforms, and it's just this really yummy, decadent, you know, again, kind of like an 80s power fragrance. I mean, it is an 80s power fragrance. So with this new formulation, I mean, it smells pretty much the same, but when I spray this one right away, like, I don't get that off-puttingness. So it is kind of smoothed out a little bit. So, I mean, that could be a good thing for some people. If you stayed away from Coco because you didn't like that really crazy beginning, you might like it now. People have been, because I had to check into it. I had to look at a few Fragrantica reviews to see if anyone like noticed that as well, and they did. And some people were saying like, oh, it only lasted like 2 hours on me. That's being a little dramatic. I'm sorry, but like, I've worn this and it still lasts a good long while on me, but it isn't as much of a banger as the older formula. So, but still wonderful, still very classy, still very Chanel. So that is Coco Eau de Parfum. I do have the Eau de Toilette. I haven't worn it in a really long time, and I don't know if it's still good because it's probably from like 2009, 2010. But I'm curious. It's a little lighter. Maybe the notes are a little different. I don't know. All right. So I talked about Shalimar, and this is another one that I really wanted to talk about, and I just never got around to making the video when I first got it, because I did get this a couple months ago. This is the Shalimar Millesime Tonka flanker. And last year they had that vanilla one, and I was so PO'd that I did not get in on that because everyone said it was amazing. But I don't know why Guerlain keeps doing this, where they bring out a flanker for Shalimar that's available on their website for like 5.2 seconds, and then it's gone forever, and then just people sell them on eBay or whatever. Like, let everyone get a chance, dude. Like, come on. So I wanted it. I heard about it. It was like gone. And then they said like email when you're, or sign up for the email and we'll email you if it comes back. And which I did with the vanilla one too, but that never even happened. Never got notified of any restock. But I'm very lucky. I'm a teacher. I get up at like 5:20 in the morning. Okay. Because I woke up one morning and it was super, super ridiculously early, and I got the email, and I went on right away and was able to get it. So I was thrilled about that. So again, Shalimar bottles are some of my favorite bottles because my favorite decade is the 20s. I mean, I love the 20s and 30s and Art Deco and all that, and this just reminds me of that. So, oh, I love this. So, perfect winter fragrance too, by the way. I mean, these all are. So this one has top notes of bitter almond and bergamot. Mid notes are iris, jasmine, sambac, and rose. And base notes are tonka bean and vanilla. So this, like, you definitely know it's a Shalimar flanker. I mean, you definitely get the Shalimar DNA, but it doesn't have that like weird off-putting quality. Like it just skips right over that like beginning. Now, I still would say if for some reason you get your hands on it, I don't know if it's necessarily a safe blind buy. It does still have that vintagey quality to it, but it's a little more powdery and smooth. So you've got that iris and you've got that tonka that give that nice sweet powderiness, and the almond, you know. So I would say you have to like powdery fragrances, but this is another one that's like so like sweater, you know, yeah, sweater weather, cozy, comforting, but good projecting, good performer, and beautiful packaging. So that is Shalimar Millesime Tonka by Guerlain. Okay, my next two are by Commodity, and I was a big fan of the original Commodity Gold. Years ago, I got that from Sephora, and I loved Commodity Gold because to me, I always said it smelled like rich people. I can't describe it, and I can't explain why it smelled like rich people, but to me, it just smelled like rich people. As far as I know. I mean, I'm not rich, but I love the smell of that. And then they sort of went away for a while, but now they're back. And then they have the different versions of the fragrances. So they have the subtle one. I forget what they call it. Then they have the expressive one, which is like the medium one. And then they have the bold, which of course, which one do I go for? Always the bold plus sign one. So I did try the gold, I think the expressive and the bold, and I definitely want to get, I have the small one, I think, of the gold bold, but I had never tried the milk or the velvet, and I got both of those in my Scentbird. I have to say, I know Scentbird has gotten a lot of hate, but I do like it for trying new fragrances that I might not be able to get samples of otherwise, and for ones that are really on the expensive side, and it's not a bad deal if you get the you know, the monthly. I get 3 a month because I'm crazy like that, and I think they work out to be like $13 each or something. So if you have a really, really expensive fragrance, the pricing with the, you know, the size, it works out okay. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. I fell in love with milk through that. And then I got a travel size of the milk in addition to the one that I got from Scentbird. And then they had a sale on their website, on the Commodity website. And I just recently I said, you know what, I'm going to bite the bullet and I am going to get the full size. And I love the packaging. So this is the Milk Bold. And I don't know why I slept on this Milk one so long. I guess because I'm generally not, oh my God, how am I opening this? I'm not really like a lactonic fragrance person, but this, like I was almost mad when I smelled this because I was like, why did I not know how awesome this is? Why? I love this bottle. It's so heavy and wonderful. It has a little... This is a love. Like a love. And it is so perfect for winter. To me, it is the perfect winter fragrance. And let me tell you all about the notes in it. Top notes are marshmallow and milk. Mid notes are musk and white cedar extract. And then the base notes are woody notes and amber. So, oh my gosh, this is sweet, but not super, to me, it's not too sweet. It's sweet and like a little bit, I don't know, it's sweet and woody. It's a sweet, woody, comforting, yummy, delicious fragrance. And it is a banger. It projects, and this lasts forever. And I usually have problems with fragrances lasting on me because I have like really dry skin and everything. If I put this on when I leave, you know, I leave at 6:30 in the morning for work and it is still going strong at like 9 o'clock at night. I kid you not. So it's just so good. So that is Milk Bold. And then I also got Velvet Bold in my Scentbird, and then I ordered a travel size, I think through a Sephora sale. So I still just have the little one of this, but I'd like to eventually get the full one. But this one, I was like, what does this smell like? What does this smell? It was driving me crazy. It smells very similar to By the Fireplace, which is one of my favorite fragrances of all time. And then I looked up for Fragrantica and I was like, oh, I was right on the money because people were saying it smells like By the Fireplace. But they're a little bit different. So the top notes for Velvet Bold are rose petals, black amber, and almond. Mid note is musk, and base notes are labdanum, patchouli, and amber. So to me, it is very similar to By the Fireplace, but it's a little less sweet, and it has this rose element to it. Like, it doesn't have the chestnut aspect to it, and I think that has more vanilla in it. But it's very similar. So if you like By the Fireplace, you probably would like Commodity Velvet Bold. But so it does have a little bit of that smoky quality to it, that burning fire quality. But the rose just gives it something a little bit different. And yeah, and it has the almond as well. But it's just really beautiful, really deep, rich. Again, I would say it is perfectly unisex, but if you want like a little bit of a spin on By the Fireplace, try it out. You might like it. It's not quite as like burning smelling as By the Fireplace. So if you replace some of that with some rose and made it a little more floral, that's what Velvet is like. So, all right, everyone. Well, I've tortured you enough. This video is like a half hour long, so thanks for sticking with me. But let me know in the comments, what are your favorite winter, like heavy hitter winter fragrances that are perfect for when it's really cold out and you're wearing sweaters and all that. I love discovering new ones, so let me know. And of course, again, thank you so much if you are subscribed to me. I really appreciate it, and I would love for you to subscribe if you are not already. So it's great to be back, and I'm hoping to do more videos, and I will hopefully see you in my next one. Bye!